let's get right into it. We are going to tackle the one question that seems to be on everyone's mind in our digital world. Forget the rumors, forget the paranoia. This is a real, technical look at whether your phone is actually listening to you. You know the feeling, right? You're talking to a friend about something totally random, something you've never searched for. And then, bam, an ad for it shows up. It feels a little creepy, maybe a little too convenient. So what's the deal? Is it all in your head, or is your phone's microphone on? Look, let's just rip the Band-Aid off. The answer is yes. It's absolutely possible, and it really does happen. That feeling you have isn't just you being paranoid. It's your gut telling you something about the device you carry around 24/7. Okay, so that's the real question, isn't it? If it is happening, can you prove it? Is there some secret test you can run, or a hidden setting you can check to know for sure that someone's listening in? Can you find that smoking gun on your own phone? And I promise you, I'm going to give you the straight, technically honest answer to that question. But for the answer to make any sense, you first need to understand how all of this works under the hood. So stick with me, and we'll get there together.
So here's our game plan. First, we'll cover a fundamental truth about your phone's mic. Then, we'll dive into the 4 main ways someone can get access. We'll look at the big companies selling this tech, give you a hands-on guide to protect yourself, and finally, we'll face the music and answer that big question. All right, let's start with the single most important idea you need to wrap your head around. We've got to totally reset how we think about the microphone on our phones. It is not just a simple piece of hardware. Think about it like this. On your laptop, you can put a piece of tape over the webcam. That's a physical barrier. You know it can't see anything. But on a phone, there's no equivalent. The microphone is controlled 100% by software. It's basically a sensor connected to the network, and there's no little hardware light that's forced to turn on when it's active. By its very design, it's ready for surveillance. So, if it's all controlled by software, how can that software be told to turn on the mic? Well, that brings us to what we'll call the 4 access vectors. Just think of them as 4 different doorways into your private world, ranging from the obvious to the seriously sneaky. So Vector 1. This is by far the most common one, and it's the one you've probably already run into. You know when you install a new game or a social media app and it pops up that little box asking for microphone permission? The moment you tap Allow, you're handing that app the keys. It can now technically turn on your mic and stream audio anytime it wants, even when it's just running in the background. This is where most of that creepy ad targeting stuff comes from. Now we're moving up the food chain. Vector 2 is all about who made your phone and its software. The manufacturer, like a Samsung or a Google, and the OS developer, Apple or Google again, they have what's called kernel-level access. That's the absolute core of the operating system. They don't need to ask you for permission. And if they were told to access the mic, there'd be no pop-up, no little green dot, absolutely zero sign that it was happening. And then we get to Vector 3. This is the spy movie stuff that is 100% real. We're talking about incredibly sophisticated spyware that uses zero-day exploits. These are brand new, secret vulnerabilities that no one has patched yet. This kind of attack doesn't just infect an app, it goes deeper, infecting the phone's core radio or the kernel itself. When an attacker gets in at this level, they have the same power as the operating system. You'll never see it in your permissions menu because it's operating on a level below that. And finally, Vector 4 is wild because it doesn't even have to touch your phone. Government agencies can go directly to your cell phone carrier, your AT&T or T-Mobile, whoever, with a warrant. They ask for a lawful intercept, and the carrier just starts copying your data stream at the network level. Your phone has no clue. You have no clue. It's completely invisible to the device. Now you might be thinking that Vector 3 spyware is just some lone hacker in a dark room somewhere. Nope. The reality is this is a massive billion-dollar industry. Governments don't just hire hackers anymore, they buy off-the-shelf hacking products, complete with 24/7 customer support. Let's meet the big players. This table really shows the different ways they operate. You've probably heard of NSO Group's Pegasus. It's the most famous. It gets right inside the phone, deep in the kernel, often using a zero-click attack, which means you don't even have to click a bad link. Predator is pretty similar. But then you have a company like Circles, which does something totally different. It doesn't hack the phone at all. It sells access to weaknesses in the global phone network itself. So 2 very different methods, but they both get the same result. Okay, I know, that all sounds pretty intense and, frankly, a little hopeless. But it's not. While you probably can't stop a dedicated nation-state from targeting you, you can absolutely, 100%, defend yourself against the vast majority of the common abuses from Vector 1. So let's get practical. First things first, you need to know what you're dealing with.
On Android, things got a lot better around version 12. On older versions, you had to hunt through each app's settings one by one, and there was no easy way to see what was going on. But modern Android gives you a central privacy dashboard, and crucially, that little green or orange dot in the corner that tells you when your mic is hot.
So if you're on a newer Android, this is your homework. Go into your settings, find privacy, then privacy dashboard, and tap on microphone. You will see a timeline of every single app that has used your mic. Now be ruthless. Go down that list. Does that game really need your microphone? No, revoke it. For apps that do, like your phone or WhatsApp, set them to Ask Every Time.
Now, if you're on an older Android or an iPhone, don't worry. The principle is exactly the same. The settings are just in a slightly different spot. On older Androids, you got to do the work and check each app individually. On iOS, it's all nicely organized under settings and privacy. Your mission is the same: audit everything.
So, what's the simple rule here? Which apps actually need your mic? Well, it's a short list. Your phone app for calls, VoIP apps like Signal if you use them for calls, maybe a voice recorder app. That's pretty much it. Everything else, your social media apps, your games, your web browser, has absolutely no business listening in. Just refuse the permission. Doing this one thing eliminates most of the common threats right there.
So you've done it. You've hardened your device against all the low-hanging fruit. That's a huge step. But we still have that one big question hanging in the air. So let's get to the sobering reality of what's in your control and what isn't.
You might read online about these telltale signs that you've been hacked, like your battery suddenly draining fast or the phone getting sluggish. And while, those can be symptoms of spyware, they can also be symptoms of 1,000 other things, like a bad software update or a buggy app. The key takeaway here is that these are just weak hints, not real proof. Any spyware worth its salt is designed to be invisible.
Which brings us right back to where we started. We've seen all the ways it can happen, from a sketchy app to a nation-state hacking tool. We've gone through how to defend yourself against the common stuff, but after all of that, can you look at your device and know for sure, with 100% certainty, that you're not being monitored by a serious adversary?
And the only truly honest answer is no. Certainty is impossible. If you are being targeted by an attacker who has access at the OS level, the kernel level, or through the phone company, there is no app you can install, no scan you can run that can give you a guaranteed all clear. That little green dot on your screen is just software, and an attacker who owns the system underneath isn't bound by it.
And I'll just leave you with this one final thought, because this is where everything is headed. The next big thing isn't about shipping all your raw audio up to a server somewhere. That's clumsy. The future is permanent passive capture, where the powerful AI chip right on your phone listens locally all the time just for keywords and context. It won't send the sound of you talking about wanting a new espresso machine. It'll just send a tiny piece of data that says, user is interested in espresso machines. It's not about your voice anymore. It's about the meaning behind your voice. And that's a whole new ballgame.